What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with the another video. This is a sad, disappointing video. The man that you see on this screen right here is was a pastor, and it's one of those situations where we got our own kind that support white supremacy, a group of them that wanted to rob and murder this man. You see, for too many times and for too long, these are things that we've been suffering in our own community. You know, we always talk about is white this and white that, and it's that too. But what really messes things up is that we got the ones that support white wannabe supremacy, running in groups. You know, the ones, the scragglers that don't want to work. And like I said before in another video, they don't want to work, and what they want to do is take what you got that when you go work for it. You see, the shit ain't right, you know. And I know a lot of us is tired of this shit. See, you got a lot of people that house these fucking criminals. They don't give a damn about the people who house them. You know, these people are a cancer to our existence as a people. You know, and we as a people need to start fighting back. Let's get into the story. It says Robert shot, killed Mississippi pastor as he opened church doors for worship, cops say. And this is the man right here. Anthony Logano, pastor at New Bethany Missionary Baptist Church, was shot to death and robbed Sunday as he opened the church doors for Sunday worship in Jackson, Mississippi, police say. Damn shame. As he prepared to open the doors of his church for Sunday worship, a Mississippi pastor was shot and killed during a robbery, police say. This is a very, very sad day where a pastor opening his church up for service lost his life. James Davis, chief of the Jackson Police Department, told KTVE. It's senseless, but it's a community. The police cannot do it by ourselves. We need help from the community to step up. Police say 62-year-old Anthony Logano was outside New Bethany Missionary Baptist Church, his church, in Jackson, Mississippi, when 22-year-old Marquez Hamilton shot and killed him around 8 a.m., according to WAPT. After his arrest later Sunday, Hamilton said he intended to rob the pastor along with other friends, police say, and they drove away from the church in the slain pastor's truck. According to WLBT, police say that more arrests are expected, the TV station reported. Yeah, you know, see, this is what I'm saying. Now, these type of motherfuckers right here definitely, should get capital murder for this. You know, they need capital murder for this. It's a damn shame. Where, you know, you can't even go about your business and as a pastor, open up a church without rodents, two-legged fucking rodents, coming to want to kill, you know, rob and kill you, and then take your church, your own truck, your transportation. These people are dead weight. They are dead weight to the black community across this entire country. They dead weight. They're no good. And I fought also the people who house these bastards. If you got a low life living with you, don't want to fucking work, in and out of the house all times of night, carrying packing pistols and shit. You can't tell nothing, selling drugs. You just is responsible for what he goes out and do. Anyway, you contributing to the matter. Chief Austin, who lives near the church, said it's messed up when he heard details about how Logano died, according to the Mississippi Clarion Ledger. Nobody should go out like that, Austin told the newspapers, especially a pastor in God's home. Right there at the church. And I don't know what kind of fucking conscience, the rest of their life. I don't know what they think they're going to have as far as a clear conscience go. They never will have that because, as God's word say, a murderer should never have salvation while he lives in the flesh. He'll always be hunted with this. And, of course, you know what happens, when he takes his last breath. See, it just wasn't worth it. They'd rather go and steal and murder somebody than go fucking work a job. A simple ass job, They'd rather do something like that. As news spread about the June 16, 2015 shooting in Charleston, I don't know what this is right here, from Miami, Wichita. This is something totally different up here. But the pastor's body was found outside the church. A woman who lived right next to the house of worship told the Mississippi Clarion Ledger that she was surprised she went through Sunday morning without noticing any gunshots. How can you not hear that? Instead, Dorothy Knight said she heard an overwhelming police presence that included a SWAT team, according to the Mississippi Clarion Ledger. I had came out to get my newspaper and I saw the blue truck, she told the newspaper, and I knew Logano was here like he always is for his Sunday service. I guess this is the church doors where he was murdered at. It's a damn shame. It's a shame. And these bastards who did it, they definitely qualify for capital punishment. Definitely. They should get it. It says 2 crosses stand out on the padlocked doors of the church where Jackson pastor Anthony Logano was gunned down. Neighbors say he was committed to the church, a beacon of hope in the rough neighborhood. ClarionLedger.com story. Yeah. This is a very, very, disappointing story right here. Very frustrating story, for me to read. It's just like what happened to the baby, the little 17-year-old girl that is said, alleged that these two young black men committed, instead of the man in the white dude in the red truck. Like I said, I still believe the original story that was said about the white dude in the red truck committed that crime. I really do. But it's one of those kind of, these kind of stories that just, tugs at your emotions, Hamilton, who is held without bond at Hinds County Detention Center, faces charges of capital murder, armed robbery, auto theft, and conspiracy, according to WAPT. Matthew L. Canada from the National Baptist Convention said Logano was just doing what any other pastor would do on Sunday morning. He had a right to do without being targeted by some fucking lowlifes. As pastor, we have moments when we go to our study or we go to the church, he told WAPT, not just to do meetings and worship, but sometimes just to be in the sanctuary. After the pastor's death and another alleged slaying that same night in Jackson at a Walmart parking lot, Jackson Mayor Chakwi and Tar Lumumba announced he wants to end open carry laws in his city, according to the Mississippi Clarion Ledgers. I think, a lot of those crimes that happens like that is not from people who, have the open carry permit. It's from criminals who get their hands on guns, gangbangers or whatever, drug dealers. That's causing a lot of this. You need open carry to walk around, with a gun and what have you. You need it just for the criminals who walk around. And criminals give a fuck about laws about guns. They gonna have a gun one way or the other. They don't care. Rather you give them, where they have, you tell them they can carry it or not. That's just what it is. That's what it comes down to. So why would you violate the rights of a person, who's following the law to carry a gun? That doesn't make any sense. We shouldn't be arming young people who haven't matured. He said, according to the newspaper, I know people in the South are very attached to their firearms, but we can do some things to make it harder. Like I said, make it harder for criminals to get their hands on it. That's what it is. The fucking criminals. Which is, like I said, these they ain't fooling me. Shit, they flooding, areas like this with guns. Just so assholes like that, with criminal records get their hands on it. The pastor's family announced in a statement at WLBT that they are thankful to everyone for their kind words and prayers during this extremely difficult time. Yeah, I bet. My heart goes out to them too. And prayer. He lived his best life and enjoyed serving the community of Jackson and walked in faith. It read, according to the outlet. Please keep us close to your hearts and in your prayers. His legacy, loving his family, loving people, serving his community by being a light to lead others to Christ. The pastor's brother Larry Logano told WAPT in an interview that his siblings' sudden death shows the way the world is today. Yeah. Crime and violence, he told the outlet. It says right here, this is a video right here. Let's see what it's talking about. Let's see.
So Donna has been very loved by the people in our church. Her and Danny, her husband, have been part of our church for a little over 4.5 years. So they've been a part of our church since the very beginning. They've been an integral part of making an impact in a lot of people's lives through our church.
This has nothing to do with the story. Sorry about that, people. There's something else. But this is just sad, man. It's terrible. This is ridiculous, and it shouldn't be. Like I said, if you got a bunch of low-life assholes around you, don't want to work a job, laying up, running in and out of the house, selling drugs or whatever, do something about it. These people are dead weights to our community, and they murdering our men, women, and children, robbing and all that kind of shit. They're no good to us. Before we can really stand up and be, let's say, just fight the enemy who seek to devour us as a people, we have to get rid of those who support the enemy. Have a way, and that's by any means necessary too, as well. You know, y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation, and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the bell so you can get all notification that stories drop. Thanks a lot, and peace.